Hey, Brian here. Been a while since I've made a video. Thought I would actually start practicing getting back into it. So this is a video that isn't actually going to be openly released. I think I'm just going to have it on my channel that people can still view it, but not going to have it open. I'm just going to probably post it to my Facebook or social media so that just my friends can really see it. It's maybe just going to probably be me talking about what I really am probably going to be trying to do here over the next little while, with trying to get back into making YouTube content. Um, Honestly, probably my goal when it comes to it ultimately is going to be just trying to make content to show my friends, uh, see, get some feedback from them, see how things are going. So I thought I would, start off something a little simple, and I had a few loot boxes I was gonna open in League of Legends here. I was gonna probably play a bot game in the meantime while I do that. Probably talk about a little bit about just some random views, I guess, and maybe just go on some random tangents. Maybe talk about what's going on since the last time I actually was making videos, which I made the odd video here and there, but I didn't really make a lot of content since 2 years ago. And maybe talk a little bit about that, and where I am now compared to where I was then. But yeah, let's start with the loot boxes as I said here, though, and we'll take a look. For those not familiar, League of Legends is they call it like a MOBA game. It's like basically 5v5. You attack towers. I'm gonna take it easy tonight. It's a very long day at work. I don't feel like people yelling at me and telling me how much I suck. So I'm probably just gonna jump into like a beginner game of advanced bots while I play. Um, and these are loot boxes, so you get these for playing. You can also buy them. You get these keys to open them. You can get like skins and things like that from them. So we're gonna see what we get here. So this is a champion's shard. So this will actually go up here. I can actually use those to get champions, which are like the heroes or the characters that you can play. You also get skins from these. Hopefully we'll get something really cool. So yeah, that's actually a pretty cool one there. That's a character called Nunu. I don't have him, but this little icon means it's a legacy, so it's not one that you can actually normally buy, which, it's pretty cool getting something like that. Nobody can get it anymore. Oh, actually, I actually really like Teemo. So this is Teemo legacy content. So it's I think that's a Halloween skin that you can only buy during Halloween. So maybe I might try to get my hands on that. And we're gonna get open one more here. We'll see if we get anything else cool. Marauder Warwick. So that's a character I don't actually play. So I'm gonna take a look here. So one of the cool things. So even though that's cool, Nunu's not a character I ever play or I ever really intend to. So I can actually disenchant it and get points. So I have 665. I need 1,000 of these type of shard things. So with these you can actually, so I can disenchant this, get 250. So I think I'm gonna disenchant this one. This one I already have this skin. So that's gonna give me enough. I can actually upgrade this to a permanent skin. So there, the next time I play Teemo, I got a Little Devil skin, which is cool. Teemo is considered Little Devil. Another cool thing you can do is if you have 3 skins that you don't want, so like these are 3 characters I don't want. I've already done this one, but I'm just going to do it again here. You actually re-roll it, so you put 3 skins in, it's going to re-roll it to a different skin. So in this here I got Blood Moon Callista. Callista's actually a character I don't have, so it's going to add it over here. Now if I do get Callista, I can actually unlock that now as a permanent skin. I'm not going to have to use any of these orange essences to get that character. So it's pretty cool. For you people who play League of Legends. I'm really sorry for the explanation. I'm sure you guys are like, yeah, blah, whatever. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to keep that one because she is um, a ranged character. It shoots like both. I think she throws like spears, but those are the type of characters I actually really enjoy in this game. So I'm actually gonna jump in here and play a match. So I'm just gonna do, as I said, a beginner match against bots. Just something nice, relaxing. I'll get my free win of the day, get me some currency. Now, a few people probably wondering, Brian, you really hate loot systems in games. Like why do you actually like the one in say this game versus ones that are in other games such as I've been pretty vocal about disliking it in games like Mass Effect. The new Mass Effect game having it. I'm not very much of a fan of like Gears of War doing it. So why am I okay? Well, there's a few different reasons. The first one is most of the skins that you can actually get in the characters and things like that, you can actually buy those with real money. So you do have that option, that you can actually get that. So you're not limited to having. Looks like a lot of people are playing type of characters I like. So maybe I'll go and play a mage. Spell damage. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, so like games like yours, that have it, Halo, things like that. Yeah, it's kind of cool if you get that rare item or things like that. But they're really highly geared towards, I think, people spending money to get those. Yeah, you can spend the in-game money and things like that to get it, but those games themselves, to try to get something that you want, some people are going to spend tons and tons of money to try to get something on a game that they've already spent $80 on. Where in this, this game is free to play. You can play this game without spending a single dollar. And then the option for you is to be able to, you can buy some skins, you can buy characters, or you can just play the game and buy characters. You don't get the skins. The skins do cost real money currency, but they do sales and things like that. So you can get, sometimes, a nice skin for a character, it could be $10, or it could be $20, for some of the really high end ones. Or even sometimes a little more than that, which is a lot of money. But again, it's not something you have to buy. It's only if you really want to. It's a free game, so they have to make their money some way. So that's kind of how they do it. And for people who play this game, there's people who only play League of Legends. Another similar game that you might remember, I used to play a lot of Heroes of the Storm as well. I still play Heroes of the Storm. I don't play it as often. I actually play this one a lot more now. This is the one that the people that are my friends in that play. So I like playing games with them. So I play this game. So yeah, I should probably get my items before I go. But yeah, that's really like I think the big difference is with loot box systems is, in a game that's free, like that you don't have to spend money to actually, get the game and be playing it. I'm okay with spending some money to support the game and let them continue to create free content. Where games, like Gears of War, where I spent $80 on getting the game. I spent $40 to get a season's pass, and then they still, to get specific characters that I want, or even a version of the character I want. I'm looking at spending tons of money to just get that. They did the esports ones, and Gears of War is a game I really like, and I'm gonna see what I can do in the future of maybe streaming some of that. But they get a character that I really want, like they'll come in packs that cost more than $10 for a chance to get that character, and that's a lot of money to get something to get a chance. And I've seen people spending $200-300 just trying to get a character on a game that they already spent all that money on, and it's a lot, and that's really why I dislike the system. I feel like that for the games that are going in the loot box system, like those games really should become more of a free to play situation if you want to get into the loot box system. And as someone for people that know me, I have a bad habit of wanting when I play a game to have everything. Like like if I play a game and there's something I don't want, if that I want, I'm gonna either work very hard on getting that, and or I'll spend money to try to get the things, and obviously that is not something that is very financially viable for someone to get to play a lot of games. It's in the end of the day it ends up costing a lot, and but yeah, that's why when people ask me about the loot box system and stuff like that, like that's really just my opinion on it. But yeah. What else have I was going to talk about? So, what I want to do with the channel. So I haven't really fully decided yet. One of the things I was thinking about is maybe even just picking topics in culture that I really enjoy. So, like comic books, movies, games, and as I play the video games, just talking about it. I haven't decided yet what format I'm gonna do. Like right now, this is live play, so while I'm actually doing my recording, I'm actually talking as well. So that's something I'm trying to get used to again with the whole talking and playing at the same time. So yeah, so that's probably why I'm gonna be stumbling on that. So if I'm gonna be doing those type of videos where it's gonna be a topic that I'm passionate about, what I might do is actually just do like a recording of the video game and then talk over it. Um, unless it's like I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ideas here about it. This is just me talking. I haven't put too much thought into it, other than the fact that I want to get making content again. This has been something I've been putting off doing for so long, and I think just walking home today after a very long day of work, it was one of those like, what, I'm not gonna skip work or anything like that, but I'm gonna do something I want to get into more of something on the creative side, and I think making some videos will be good for me. It was something, and that kind of I think ties into a little bit of what I was mentioning about things that have maybe changed for me a few years ago compared to now. So a few years ago, when I first started making videos, I was actually on a medical leave of absence from my previous job. And the leave of absence really was because I had started developing very strong anxiety and depression issues, and it was something that I've always kind of had depression in my life, like a medical depression, not anything like being sad because I've had super hard life, but or anything like that. And I've had a great life with family and friends who really loved me, um, but like when you have medical depression, you can just wake up in the day and just be sad. And I had a lot of anxiety build up, and things really boiled to a very dark place for me. So after talking to some doctors and seeking therapy, It was determined that I should be looking into a leave of absence from work, just to start to learn how to cope with this. Um, so I took a few months off of work, and being home and bored and having no one to really talk to from like every day. I tried to find something to do, to try to get back into talking and things like that. And the making videos was kind of what I went, and I was really inspired by online videos at the time. Like Achievement Hunter, which is one I still watch a lot to this day. Um, they're one I really like. Um, MF Palitime was one that was doing a lot of videos on Here's a Storm at the time, and I really liked his content, and he was a big inspiration for me. Um, so just it was something I was like, like I see these guys doing it, and I know I'm never gonna be as good as these guys, um, but I felt like it was a way that maybe I can post something, and you make better use of my time than just playing video games, trying to entertain people, make people happy. Oops. Uh, so yeah, so that's where it kind of was 2 months, like 2 years ago. And yeah, like lately, my life, like everything's been pretty good. I've definitely learned to cope much better with anxiety and depression. I decided that medication was really not the route for me. So I learned to cope with it, and learn my triggers. And I've been really good with it. I went several months without having really, like you'd have a bad day, but I not having what would be called like an anxiety attack. I think really the big thing that I thought maybe that probably helped push me into making this video is that though I did actually have a pretty bad anxiety attack last week, but rather than being something that would took me days and days to be feeling better, I just kind of knowing myself better, and that I really after a few days I had managed to make myself better. Um, so yeah, so as far as anxiety and things like that goes, and I know it's not something I talk too much to any of you out there that are my friends that are actually watching this video. It's something I don't talk too much about, but I am doing a lot better than I had previously been doing, and it's one of those things that you take it day to day, or day by day, and for anybody who is out there experiencing anxiety and depression issues, my biggest advice that I can give you is is look for that help and talk to people. Try to find out what triggers you, and um, try to minimize that. But you're not always going to be able to minimize that. Not everything is easy to handle in that case. But yeah, sorry, this is a little heavy topic for me while I'm trying to play here. Um, yeah, just find those things that cause you, and talk to people, and spend time with your loved ones, and just try not to sweat the small things. Something's bothering you. Don't hold on to it. Just just work with it, and best of luck to anyone out there, and if you ever need anybody to talk to, message me. You can message me on Facebook. You can message me on my Twitter. I'll see what I can do responding and talk to you, or even posting this message. But yeah, that's a little sappy and reorganized there. So I had to kind of change topics, I guess. Another topic I kind of wanted to maybe talk a bit about here was kind of what I'm doing for my entertainment, I guess, recently or more lately. What I've been playing, what I've been watching. So this is kind of, I think, where I'm gonna like geek out a bit. As I'm playing League of Legends. But yeah, so obviously video game wise, I've been playing League of Legends very casually for the last couple months. I'll log on, I'll play my match against bots. Odd time I'll log in and try to play against actual people, and then realize how bad I suck, and yeah, and then go play bots again. But I do keep trying to play against people because it's fun. And my friends, when I play with them, push me to play against actual people. Let's see. Other than that, on the computer, I've been playing. Excuse me. World of Warcraft. I've still been playing Legion. I think Legion is probably one of their best expansions that they've done in a very long time. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't played Legion yet, I definitely suggest to give it a shot. I've been playing. That's pretty much on the computer. I haven't been playing too much games on the computer at all recently. I've been playing a lot of my video games on the consoles. The number one game, obviously, right now, is for the Wii U. I got The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I've been playing that fantastic game. Definitely, there's a lot of hype about it, and if you're a fan of kind of those open world sandboxy games, it's definitely going to be a game for you. Where if you don't like those open world games, you like something a little more linear and story driven, it's not going to be really necessarily the game for you. But for me, perfect game. I love it. I couldn't be happier with the purchase of it. And the fact that some of those amiibos that I've been collecting for the Legend of Zelda actually get you kind of some cool exclusive things. Like I got the Ocarina of Time link, and I've actually been slowly unlocking the Ocarina of Time armor with him. So I've got the pants and the shirt, and I just kind of need the little toque there, and I'll have a full set, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Legend of Zelda I've been playing on the Xbox. I've got For Honor. That's a game I really like the close combat system that they've got going on there. It's probably one of the best systems in a game for that type of thing that I've played probably ever. It's just unfortunately the game itself. I find certain things lacking. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm just trying to put my finger on it, what it is. But it's just something about it. I just can't. I just don't get driven to play it as much as I would really have liked. I just played a bit of the Mass Effect Andromeda. I've got the EA Access. It was alright. I played the multiplayer. It felt a lot like Mass Effect 3, which was pretty cool. I did spend about an hour and a half trying to make a custom face that I liked, and I didn't. People talking about like the human face animations being bad in that game, and yeah, they are definitely. I would call them bad. Um, but overall, the gameplay is pretty fun. The story. I think it's too early to kind of decide on the single player story if it's actually good or not. Um, but yeah, it was a game I was really looking forward to. But I think I'm gonna wait a little bit to that. I'm still very heavily into Zelda. Um, Other than that, Rainbow like standard games I'd like to play, Rainbow Six, Smite. Um, yeah, Gears of War. I'm a big fan of the Gears of War games, as I mentioned before. I haven't been playing that as much as I'd like to, um, but I've been really enjoying the new Gears of War 4. And then for my Nintendo 3DS, which is one of my favorite games the last little while as well, Pokemon Sun. I'm playing a lot of that. Sun and Moon is amazing. I played a lot of a game called Dragon Ball Fusions, which is an RPG game that's based in the Dragon Ball Z universe, and it's a lot of fun. They base it on a lot of the different games, and I've been playing a lot of Dragon Quest 8. It's kind of the game I play right now when I'm walking home from work. Um, each night I like to go for a walk, and you know what normally is like a 20-minute walk, I'll go for about an hour and play some Dragon Quest on my way, and that's pretty much what I'm playing on my 3DS. My phone, I'm playing a game called Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Final Fantasy games, if you know Final Fantasy, it's pretty much that, very classical Final Fantasy-ish. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Just got a triple kill. um, yeah, it's a pretty cool game. It's got Final Fantasy characters that they have for just that game, as well as Final Fantasy characters for all different ones. Like they just had Noctis in it recently. There's been Final Fantasy 14 event going on right now. Where you can get some of the characters from Final Fantasy 14 universe. Final Fantasy Tactics 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't think they have 10 yet, but they're out. They're going to be out at some point in Japan there. But yeah, those are the games I'm playing. Match is just ending here, so I think I'm gonna cut it kind of off here. If you've got any opinions or what type of games you want to see me play, I've been thinking of maybe just kind of doing what I was doing at one point of buying cheap games on Steam there if I can get my Steam account working again. There's a problem with their support is so bad. I've been having password issues with my account after some stuff happened on their server sides where they had to reset everyone's passwords for some reason at one point. I don't know exactly what it was all about, but they had emailed me about something about my password having been changed, and I haven't been really able to access it since then. But yeah, one of the things I was thinking of doing is buying cheap games on there again and trying them out, doing little videos on them and things like that, or even just doing videos where I talk about things, talk about my opinion on different topics. I really haven't decided exactly where I want to go. There's a few topics I'd like to talk about that I don't really get to sit and chat. So then that there might not be videos for everybody, but you know different topics. Like I would like to talk about my opinion on different things. Yeah. So I guess I'm not too sure on how to really end the video, so I think I'm just gonna end it here. And if you did watch this video, thank you so much, and you have yourself a great evening. And yes, that is 2:50 a.m. in the morning. I am a night person. Goodbye.